right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for another lovely game of Grace. LG versus SSG, both of them at the bottom of the brackets in terms of the spring games. Of course, obviously, they don't really matter. Does look like SSG has closer to their starting lineup in there. Obviously, they're not having Che Jong in third. So a few lineup changes. I did broadcast them on Thursday. More guys playing today than before. Looks like LG has, again, I'd say 60%. Hong Chang-gi, Park Hae-min, Oh Ji-won, Park Dong-won, Shin Min-jae are all going to be your regular starters. But on the mound for SSG is not a guy that's going to be your regular starter. Jung Dong Yoon out on the mound only features 3 pitches: curveball first, fastball second, and that's about 95%. As that first pitch is low, and we're underway, and that's ball 1. So again, still spring. Next week, Saturday, will be opening day, and first pitch or second pitch is first strike, catches the outside corner. So they have today, tomorrow, Tuesday. From there, then they'll have basically no more spring games, getting ready for the opening weekend, as that's fouled away, and that's 1 and 2 now. So Hong Chang-gi so far in this spring, 238, 5 hits, 21 at bats. Again, one of the best, if not the best, leadoff hitters in the league. As I believe the last 2 years has led the league in on base percentage, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff spots, as that's in the dirt, and it's 2 and 2. So again, Jun Dong Yoon, fast curveball 50% of the time, 115 from the righty. Then fastball 46.9% of the time at 143, and then also throws a changeup only 3% of the time. So fastball, curveball basically is that's a pitch in the dirt, and now it's full counts. Hong Chang-gi leading off the game with what he does, and that is gets full counts. Runs that pitch count up. Again, you got a guy that really knows the strike zone. With the ABS system, it definitely helps him. So not only does he know the strike zone, but on top of that, he doesn't chase a lot. Runs those pitch counts up and gets to the bullpen a little closer, as he can't hear, as the catcher is saying, I can't hear what he says. So again, the pitch com in effect in this year, the first year for the pitch clock in the KBO, and it's made the game so much quicker, and it's been fantastic. Hong Chang-gi rolls that over to the second baseman and grabs it, throws to first, and that will be 1 away. Park Hae-min will make his way in, the center fielder. So in the spring, he's thrown a 2-seam, a curveball, a forkball, and a cutter. So he's no longer throwing a 4-seam, and he's no longer throwing a changeup. Talk about changes in the offseason. As he still can't hear, and they are home. So the umpire goes out saying he cannot hear, but SSG is home. But LG, I can hear LG pretty well. Looks like they're going to change the pitch com. All right, so we've got all that figured out, situated. Well, anyway, guess we'll maybe we'll still play. Maybe we'll still watch. All right, now we're ready. So Pake Mean squares around a bunt. Did he go around? He did go around. He is not happy about that, as that almost hit him in the foot. So changed out the pitch com. Pretty bad when your pitch com goes out halfway through your first batter, but well. All right, so the 0-1 pitch to Pake Amin. That misses at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. So I thought some of the games might be canceled today. As that one is going to be grounded to the second baseman, throws over, and that's it. 2 away, 2 ground balls to the second baseman, 2 outs. And we will bring up, or they will, I have nothing to do with it, OG Wanton, the shortstop. So, yeah, I really thought some of the games are going to be canceled today. I thought they would, yeah, definitely be canceled today, but they are not. None of them are, as that's a strike at the bottom of the zone to OG1. Yeah, nothing canceled. The rain maybe, I guess, came a little earlier than was forecasted for as he lays off of that. And it's 1-1. Stuff set up. There we go. All right. And did he go around? The home plate umpire says he did, and he doesn't even need to check down. He is keeping the ball low, low, low. And goes way outside. And catcher back behind the plate. So Jo Hyung Woo. Park Dong Won is DHing today, not back behind the plate. So Jo Hyung Woo saying widen the strike zone, so he throws it in the other batter's box. And now it's full counts once again, the second full count. Again, it's so common here in the KBO. I think why there's so many walks from a lot of these pitchers is they get ahead 0-2 or 1-2, and they try to just paint the corners, and they don't have the command to do something like that. They don't have the command with their off-speed pitches to be able to do something like that. As Ojiwan fouls that one off, and it ends up causing them to throw an extra 10, 15 pitches a game, where instead of attacking and letting your team field the ball, they try to do everything as a pitcher. So that one is going to be lifted, and that's going to land in the gap. That's a 1, a 2, 2 hopper to the wall, and OG Wan will cruise into second with a 2 outs double and the first base runner of the day for LG. Takes that 3-2 pitch, drives it the other way into the gap in left center, and 1 or 2 hops. I say, sorry, 2 or 3 hops. Couldn't tell. There's 1, 2, 3 hops into the wall. Already over there, picks it up, and Ojuan is standing on second base with Pak Dong Wan, the DH, now up. All right, here comes the first pitch, way outside, and it's 1-0. And that ball get deep in there. All right, the 1-0 pitch sets up on the outside corner. This is low. It's 2-0. Hitting 125 in the spring, 2 for 16. Does have an RBI, though. Mr. Full Swing, as he is known for. He doesn't cheat anything. If he's swinging, he's trying to hit a grand slam. As that one, first strike. And it's 2-1. Dongwon, normally the backstop for LG. Seems to be wanting to get him his timing and stuff, as that one catches the bottom of the zone, and it's now 2-2. Probably want him to bat all day, try to get his timing back. Again, he's hitting 125 on this spring. It really seems like the scores have been down this spring. It's that one bounced into the dirt. Another full count. Third full count already of this game, this inning, because we've only played a half of 2/3 of an inning, I should say, not even half. 21 pitches, 20 pitch number 22 coming up. Again, third full count. He loaded the count to Hong Chang-gi, loaded it to EJ Wan, and now loaded it again to Pak Dong Wan, and he catches him staring at it. He turns, but the curve gets in there, and that is the outs. All right, that'll be the end of the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom, and yeah, LG gets the one hits, the double by OG Wan with the full count, but doesn't do anything with it. We will have the leadoff batter for SSG, Che Ji Hoon. He'll lead off the bottom of this first inning here for SSG, Che Ji Hoon, and Pak Sung Han and Heredia. Did not get to see Heredia, actually. Did not get to see Heredia in did not get to see Heredia when I broadcasted the other day. Buttons. Change my button real quick because again, do not have any strikeouts here for first pitch is in there for there we go. Sorry about that. Had to get something situated. And we've got ourselves a 2-1 count. 3-1. Sorry. All right. So, Che Ji Hoon out on the mound. Or, sorry, standing into the box. Son Ju Young out on the mound as that one is fouled out of play just into the seats, and it'll stay. Moved to 3-2. So, two full counts already. Or, sorry, two leadoff batters, two full counts, fourth full count of the day already. So, Son Ju Young really pitched well last year, had a really good season last year, ended up getting injured during the playoffs. As that is a comebacker right back at him, hits him, but he's not able to get it and throw. So, he will have an infield single. We'll see if Son Ju Young is okay, as that one hit right at him. Everybody's come in and check on him. looks like it hit off of his glove hand again. He is a left-hander, so his the bottom of it, the heel of his palm there. LG cannot afford to lose him again. They Chewante went to Samsung in the off season, so they already have one of their starters from last year gone. They still have Im Chang Gyu and obviously the two foreign starters, Hernandez and I can't remember who the newest starter is, but yeah. So comebacker, he got his glove down a little bit so it didn't hit him right in the chest, right in the stomach. But it did hit the heel of his glove or the heel of his palm. Seems to stay in there, kind of shake it off a little bit. Still out there. He's still out there. But the pitching coach took his glove and he's just Sonju Young is just out there talking to the umpires. Now trainers, as the manager looks on, it's kind of like, what is going on? Pitching coach and the trainer are both out there. The umpire, okay, he's got his glove back on. All right, so maybe we're gonna have some baseball. This is we are taking a long time here in the opening inning here. He keeps grabbing his making a fist with his right hand. Again, he is left-handed, so it is his glove hand. All right, so we are back. Pak Song Han. Well, first we're going to throw over to first base, and that was not a good throw over to first base. So over at first is Moon Jung Ben. Austin not in the lineup today. I'm sure he'll pinch hit or make a pinch hit appearance at some point, as that one is low. Nope, wrong button. No, right button. That's the wrong. Still learning. I'm still learning. All right. And just gets a little piece of the outside corner there, and it's 1-1 now. So Pak Sung Han did not play well in Thursday's game that I streamed against Kium. Hopefully, he's making a little bit better game here. Bright yellow and gray as he checks over, and he's gonna go, and the throw to first ends up going from first, goes in the outfield, and then he rounds second. He slides into third, and that'll be a attempted pickoff. He went on the first move. The throw from the first baseman sails into center field, and now he is on third base. He had him picked off. Again, the throw just airmailed into center field. Tae Hoon immediately gets up, takes off for third, but the throw from the outfield is not in time, and so the pickoff ends up being a error. Now they've got runners on the corner in a 1-2 count. To score that. All right, and the pitch is way up high. He ducks down, trying not to get hit in the head. It's 2-2. This be a failed steal, but a air, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that is going to be one down. A big strikeout there as he is able to. That's why I'm an idiot. That's why I am an idiot, ladies and gentlemen. I am a gigantic idiot. My settings were correct, but because I'm an idiot, there okay, now I think I'm ready. And the 0-1 is lifted into the stands over in the first base side. And 0-2. Heredia again. Heredia did not play in the game on Thursday. Sitting already in a 0-2 counts. Runner on third. He's got to have a productive out. Just get it to the outfield. And here's the pitch. That's up high, and it's 1-2. Ready decides he had the little neck gaiter up over his head, over his ears. He just took his helmet off, took it down, put his helmet back on. Apparently, it's bugging him a little bit. And the pitch that's low, and it's 2-2 now. Again, up 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Very common for the Korean players to play with like a big, thick, like wool neck gaiter of thermal lined neck gaiter. And Heredia, obviously, this is his third year in the KBO. Maybe doing some of the same Korean things, but the 2-2, and that's going to be lifted to right. Hong Chang-gi given chase, but it will fall foul. We'll have another 2-2 pitch. He didn't want to make that catch anyway. With a runner on third base, that was an easy score. Ha Jae-hoon on deck, the right fielder. Moon Sung-ju is down in the second league. I know he was playing yesterday in the second league, so obviously I think he would be playing today also. Maybe that game was canceled, but the 2-2 pitch runs way inside, and another full count. The second full count here in the first inning for Son Ju-young. We are having plenty of full counts here. Fifth full count already, and we are 4 outs into this game. We've had a comebacker, a pitch com mistake. We've had an error, kickoff, and that's another swing and a miss, and that's 2 away. Another big strikeout as he's trying to strand that runner over at third base. Right, that's going to bring up a Ha Jae-hoon as again Che Jae-hoon lined right at the pitcher, bounced off of the heel of his glove, rolled away, wasn't able to make the play. Then he picked off the runner at first, but the throw from the first baseman sailed into the outfield, allowed Che Jae-hoon, even though he's picked off, to make it all the way to third base. Is that one is in the dirt, and it's no. Yeah, plenty of action here in the first inning. And the 1-0, and that's a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. And it's 1-1. So Son Ju-young, again, from the left side, throws a fastball most of the time. 51% of the time, he's going to throw a fastball. Throws a slider off of that 24% of the time. And then curveball and a forkball, he throws both of those about 10 to 15% of the time each. So mainly a 4 pitches. That one runs way inside, and it's 2-1. right, the 2-1 pitch sets up on the inside corner. Runs it inside, but way up in the zone. He swings and misses, and it's 2-2 now. He has got that high fastball working. This is what I've been saying for the last 3 years, that these pitchers need to work up in the zone with these fastballs. They try to run these, what they do is they try to run these fastballs in and then end up hitting people or try to throw them outside. And instead of, as that's going to be a swing and a miss, as he gets 3 outs on 3 strikeouts after giving up a leadoff single and an error, and they've stranded a runner over at third base. Can't get the ball in play, and that will be it for the first inning. We'll go to the second. It's 0. Day 0. Big strikeouts there. Big, huge strikeouts there. Wow. What an inning. How long? 25-minute first inning there. Every possible thing. 5 in. Before the first batter was done, you had to change the pitch comm because it couldn't hear. You had 5 full counts. A pitcher get hit by a comebacker, an error, a pickoff, and yet no runs have scored. Running those pitch counts way up. Team's a strand runner. Right. All right. So leading things off is Song Chani for LG, the left fielder, number 5 hitter. I have never heard this guy, so we'll see. Big swing and a miss there. Looks like it's kind of windy there today. So in the spring, he's hitting 353, 6 for 17 with 5 RBIs. And the 0-1, nice pitch in there for a strike at the top of the zone. That's 0-2. We'll see if he attacks him again. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Usually this is where they throw the slider into the other batter's box as the catcher sets up way on the outside. Here it comes. Leaks way back over. He missed his spot by about 17 inches. For those of you playing at home, that means he missed the complete other side of the plate. And there's that pitch, the 2-0-2 pitch in the dirt in the other batter's box. It's 1-2. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that is lifted into the air, giving chase, but just hooking foul about 8 rows deep. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch. 1-0. Just in front of it. And he says, throw it in the dirt. He throws it in the other batter's box, and it's 2-2. 0-2. What do we got? We now got 2-2. Pitch is nowhere near the strike zone. Now he's got to try and keep from walking this guy. Time is called by the batter. And pitch clock down to 4 there. You do have the pitch clock in the KBO this year. It is a little bit different than the MLB pitch clock. So in my preview show, I will go over the rule changes a little bit. And here comes the 2-2 pitch this time. Swing and a miss on a curve that drops out of the zone. And that's will be 1 away here in the top of the second. Beautiful. And Shops that's one foul, and it's 0-1. So Moon Jung Bin, the first baseman in today's game, already at 30 pitches here for the SSG starter. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And SSG is already down one foreigner. Mitch White injured in spring training. He'll be out. What they've said is to the middle of is that 0-2 pitches in the dirt about 50 feet from the mound. So they said that Mitch White probably should be back at the middle of April. So we'll see if he's able to get back in time and then how effective he is once he does get back. So right to the 1-2 pitch. The pitch clock and the on-screen pitch clock are not the same, as that one is lifted into the air, right fielder under it, and that's two away. And that'll bring up Ubon Hyuk, the third baseman today. He has played a lot of second base last year. First pitch lifted up. Ha Jae Hoon coming in and makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the LG Twins in the top of the seconds. We'll go to the bottom. It's 0-0. 0-0-0-0-0. A little bit better inning there. Otegon, the DH, will lead things off. Oops, that's playing. No. You've missed plenty of action here. It's been ridiculous, honestly. They didn't even get through one batter before the pitch comm had to be replaced. Didn't see the Samsung game was 3-0 in the top of the first. It looked like I think they loaded the bases in the top of the first. Couldn't score yesterday, but they saved it all for today, I guess. All right. Oh, Song Ju Young still out there on the mound. 23 pitches in that first inning, and that one is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's low. Yeah, see, that's the thing is that's why it was really between this game and the Kium game. Is I was worried about the rain. Is that's going to be a chopper to Shin Min Jae who throws over, and that's one away. I was really worried about the rain. It looked like it was supposed to start at 1 o'clock, and I the the lineups actually came up really late. I went on to LG and SSG's Instagram pages to get their lineup for the game because it wasn't being posted on the KBO site. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Go Myung Jun, this is basically his year. He's got to do some work here. He's 2 for 20 on the spring. He was drafted a couple years ago. It's time for him to play. Uh, he's got first base. It's his if he can do anything with it. And just as I say that, he rips one to third baseman off of his glove, rolls away, and he will slide into second as the throw from the third baseman was bad. Go Myung Jun ran to first and stopped instead of rounding first. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention to the first base coach or what, but he should have been running hard because it went off of the glove of the third baseman who made a diving attempt, rolled over into the fence, but he just kind of let up at first, and then he had to go again. And a bad throw is the only reason why he's in second base right now. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Sung Hyun, and he swings and I don't know if he fouled that or not, but it's 0-1. Not hustling out of the box at all. Slow, slow. He's sitting on the bench if I was in the dugout. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Kim Sung Hyun, and he swings and misses, and that's 0-2 now. So he gave up that single with the air, moved the runner to third, runner on third base with nobody out, struck out three. Here we got a runner on second with one out and an 0-2 pitch. He says, throw it in the dirt. He does throw it in the dirt, but he doesn't go anywhere near swinging at that. It was pretty obvious that it was not intended to get him to swing. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch and runs it up high, and it's 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up on the inside and gets a piece of that, but fouls it into his leg, and it'll reset for another 2-2 pitch. Right into the instep. All right. Once again, another 2-2 pitch. Bottom of the second, runner on second. The second baseman up to bat. And apparently, we're taking our sweet, sweet, sweet time getting into the box. All right. Now we're ready. And time is called. All right, let's try this again. The 2-2 pitch sets up on the inside. He moving his glove in as that one misses inside, and that's now 3-2, another full count. Again, once again, 0-2 counts, and suddenly we've got another full count. This is the third full count for SSG, third full count. Uh, yeah, no, 3-2 pitch, and that's chopped foul. And now he's at 35 pitches. So again, once again, a 0-2 count ends up being a full count because he's trying. That's the 0-2 pitch, the catcher's banging his glove on the ground, saying throw it in the dirt, and he throws it in the dirt. Then the 2-2 pitch, he's jerking his glove to the side, and that's not anywhere near a strike zone, and that is gonna be a walk. And so now you got runners on second and third, first and second. And these catchers in the KBO are just very active. They're not fluid behind the plates. They just when I watch them, they just don't move well. They're very their movements are very jerky. They just don't really seem like they practice subtleties behind the plate. Banging on the ground, jerking your elbow, your glove, that's in there for a strike. So now he's got to once again sit here and try to move around this stuff here. An Sang Hyun, the third baseman, steps in, having himself a nice little spring. And that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman grabs it, throws to shorts. He wasn't there yet, so only going to be able to get the 3-6 putouts. That's going to put 2 outs, runners on the corner. As OG Wan was just late getting over there. LG defense is not looking good today. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the catcher, Jo Hyung Woo. Now with runners on the corner and 2 outs, a swing and a miss at the ball that drops out of the zone. All right, to the 0-1 pitch. And runs that inside. He fouls it away, and it's 0-2. All right, once again, you got an 0-2 pitch. And the guy's hitting 71 on the spring. 71, not 710, 0-7-1. Fastball up. Checks over at first. Is there, I mean, yeah, it looked like it was just gonna be pouring down, and I can't believe that they're playing, especially it's a spring game. And way outside, once again, the 0-2 pitch, we're near a strike zone. Oh, who did he hit? And fouled away. 1-2. Let's see, who did he hit? Park Se-hyuk. The looks like the catcher for yep, the catcher for NC. I'm sorry, Mary Kate. You're gonna have to find replacements. That or you're gonna have to start watching Taiwanese baseball. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Maybe he's checked over at first a couple times, and the 1-2 and skied up into the air. Shortstop coming in on the grass, and that's will be 3 away. Another 2 runners on, another 2 runners stranded, and we'll go to the 3rd inning. It's 0-0. 0-0-0. That's I have no idea who any of them are. They have has Hanwha announced their cheerleading squad yet? I haven't checked their app at all. No, looks like they still have nothing in there. I think there's supposed to be one tomorrow. Tomorrow night for the game. I believe there's supposed to be. What's up, Brazy? I say Brazy. Maybe it's Brazzy. I think a double Z would be Brazzy. Go Brazy. You got a long A sound or a short A sound? All right. Iju Hun will make his way in. Right, yeah. Backstop for LG. All right. First pitch is fouled, and it's 1-1. All right. We got a long E. We'll go Brazy. Brazy, you an SSG fan or you a Hanwha fan? Here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up in the zone. He goes up in the zone, but he slaps that into right field, and the leadoff single by the backup catcher. And LG's got a base runner from their number 9 spot. All right, all right. Inside out swing is soft little bloop over into the grass over the second baseman's spot. All right, that's going to bring up the little man that could, Shinmin J. And in there for a strike. 5 for 21 on this spring. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. All right, here comes. Oh, he goes. He steps off, and then he is out as LG continues their absolutely 100% embarrassing attempt at base running. That was ugly. LG, once again, absolutely awful on the base pass. All right, to Shinmin J. Now the 0-2 pitch. Nobody on now, and that's a swing and a miss, and that will be a down on strikes, his third strikeout of the day. 2 away. Look at that. 0-2 count, and what did you do? You attacked him at the top of the zone, and then what happened? Oh, you got a strikeout. It's crazy. And outside, all 1. And the 1-0 pitch, and that's low at the zone, and it's 1-1 now. Just caught the bottom of the zone again. The ABS system has dropped 1 centimeter for each one. As Hong Chang-gi, I may fix that. Hong Chang-gi is up for his second at bat. 4-3 ground out in his first at bats, and calls time. Okay. I believe they get one time per at bats. I believe maybe it's two timeouts per at bats. I have to double check all the new rules. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. This is low, and it's 2-1. Changi sees a ton of pitches. Full count in his first. Well, good luck, man. All right, the 2-1, and that's in the dirt, and it's 3-1 now. I don't think the Hanwha game is gonna end up playing. All right, the 3-1 pitch. Pitch number 44 of the day for the young right-hander. And that just catches the inside corner, and it's 3-2. Another full count here. Hong Chang-gi, this is his second at bat, his second full count. He is perfectly comfortable playing with 2 strikes. And the roundouts will take it himself over at first. That'll be the end of not the second, but the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 0-0. Yeah, right. So we're gonna have the top of the lineup. Che Ji Hoon will lead things off for SSG in the bottom of the third here. Double check score. Pick off, pick off, pick off, pick off. That's all I see from the Hanwha game. Pick off, pick off, pick off, pick off. All right. Please be backs, ladies and gentlemen. In Sonju Young still out on the mound. Constantly trying to run and constantly running into outs. All right, Che Ji Hoon, 1-for-1 on the day, is single. And this is inside, and it's 1-0. Runs that one up, just misses the top of the zone. It's 2-0. And probably was a strike last year, not this year though. All right, the 2-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be slapped into left field, and he's going to have himself another single. Second at seconds hits. And they've got the leadoff runner on base again. See if he attempts to get picked off again, just like last time. A little inside outs right into left field. And beautiful curveball in there for a strike. It's 0-1 to Pak Sung Han. Pak Sung Han struck out in his first at bats again. Had a runner on third. Che Ji Hoon on third with nobody out in the first inning, and a strikeouts ended that threat. Oh, the 0-1 pitch. And another strike in there. And it's 0-2. All right, here we go. Lefty up, lefty pitcher, lefty batter. We'll see. Does he throw the slider way off the plates? And slider is the second most popular pitch in his arsenal. Way. Well, Hanguk Malmoteo. And the check over at first. All right. And he comes home in the dirt. And did he go? He wins. And the throw is into center field. And it will go down as a stolen base. He had the base easily stolen. And the throw was absolutely awful. Anio. Anio. Zamotel. All right, 1-2 pitch now, and that's going to be a little roller right to the third shortstop who catches it, throws to third, now throws it to second. A little pickle as he throws to the shortstop covering, tags him, and once again, piss poor base running, courtesy of the KBO, and a 1 out. Runner still on seconds though. That will go down as a 6-5-4-6 putouts. Going on again, running from the second to third whenever the ball is in front of you, and luckily, Puck Song An was able to make his little way over to third base. And already skies that one. Center fielder coming in and it drops in front of him. Pak Song An is going to round third and come home. And the ball is thrown way offline. And Heredia is going to move his little way up to second base. So that's going to go down. It should go down at least as a single RBI and an error. Another error in this game. This has been an absolutely sloppy, sloppy game. And the throw, the cutoff, Heredia threw the bat. And then slowly walked to second base. All right. All right. And that's going to be another base hit. Joe just drops foul. Get Heredia over there at second base. And just a messy, sloppy, gross, disgusting game at this point. Guess he hurt his hand pretty bad on that swing. He's shoving his fingers in his mouth. I don't know how that's going to help him. All right, the 0-1 pitch coming up. And spins around and another pickoff as that's going to be a 6 and he hits him. Jesus. What is good Lord. Picks him off again. And it's a 6-5 base runner. Good Lord, what is this game? You, you, he doesn't have to get out of the way. OT1, do you know the rules? don't have to run. No, you don't have to run out of the way to avoid a throw. It's your job as a fielder to avoid hitting the base runner. Picks him off. He's stuck in no man's land, takes off for third, stops, turns around. The third baseman throws, hits him. There's no way he would knew where the ball was going. Already is not having a good day. Grabbing his hand earlier after that swing, and now he just got hit in the back of the head with a ball. But anyway, we've got an 0-1 pitch, 53 pitches for Songju Young, and that's going to be lifted foul out of play, and it's 0-2. Chejun will take over. As already, he's had enough. 4 errors on LG so far today already. 4 errors, ladies and gentlemen. 4 errors. And the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's another strikeout. 4th strikeout of the day. And again, just absolutely gross game so far. Already coming out of the game, he's like, I've had enough. And I can't do it. And Otegon steps in. Looks at strike one. And the 0-1 pitch and a big curve just doesn't quite drop down enough. And it's 1-1. All right. Otegon 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded into a 4-3 put out to start last inning, and that ball is away from the catcher. A wild pitch moves him over to third. This is just this should be the first game of the spring, not the last weekend of the spring. All right, it's the 0-1, and he fouls that one out of play, and it's 2-2. Sorry, 2-1. I was looking at the score. Four errors already for LG. The fact that it's 1-0 with 4 errors says a lot, though. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And chopped foul stays 2-2. 60 pitches now for the LG starter. I have to wonder how long he is going to stay out there. All right, here comes 2-2. Swing and a miss at the top of the zone, and his 5th strikeout of the day, but he gives up a run on a double, a single, 4 errors, and another single, and we'll go to the 4th inning. It's 1-0 SSG. What a sloppy game. Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. Channel my inner Adam Sandler for you. Hakemin should be leading things off. Oh, fantastic! Actually, I guess it's not a song, but yeah, is it a song or is it just from Billy Madison? Got sloppy Joes. I know how you guys like them. Extra sloppy. I think I had 2 or 3 of his CDs. Yeah, he's got I think I had 2 or 3 because he had the Hanukkah song and then he had the Thanksgiving song. I like my turkey in a shoe, blah, blah, blah. Turkey lurker do and a turkey lurker dap. I eat my turkey, then I take a nap. The $1.50 toll booth, Willie. Oh, beep yourself. Mean again leads things off here in the top of the fourth for LG after 4 errors. Now they're down 0-1, 45 pitches from the SSG starter. That one misses way upstairs, and it's 1-0. This is the parts where you got a starter who has been sitting for 15 minutes. Now's where you've got to score some runs, as that's in there for a strike on the outside. Yeah, I don't know how many times I listened to those CDs on bus trips. That misses outside. It's 2-1. Papa Joe. Papa Joe. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be lined right at the center fielder. He does have to take a half a step to his right, but that'll be one away. All right, and that's a strike at the bottom of the zone to OG1. OG1, 1 for 1, single or sorry, doubled in his first at bat, but was stuck over there at first, and that's going to be another slash into the gap, and that's going to be picked up by the left fielder. Throws to second, and good play by the left fielder keeps OG1 over at first base instead of hanging out at second. He's on base with his second hit of the day. That'll bring up Pak Tong Wan, who's really been struggling this spring. Chejunu looks like he stayed in left field after taking over for Redia over on the base pass. Got to get some runs here for LG as the check over, and that's going to be, oh, wow. Wow. A bad pickoff throw would have gotten away, but it hit the umpire and kept OG1 at first base. SSG and LG have just looked awful. And that throw was way, way, way offline. Bounce, hit into the umpire. All right. And that's ball one up in the zone. Right, the 1-0. And that's chopped foul, and it's 1-1. Right into the shin of the umpire. That probably is not going to feel good. All right, the 1-1 pitch. I'm called by Pak Tong. Takes the takeoff, and it's in the dirt, and it's 2-1. This is the time. where he's been sitting for a while. He does not look comfortable out there. He's not a starter. So they've got to be able to get some runs in this inning here. They've got, 2, 3, 4 hitters as he goes. Pak Dong Wan crushes that, but hooked foul and 2-2. Da, 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 da. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, and it's 3-2. Second full count of the day for Pak Dong Wan. This is the fifth full count of the day that LG has had. Second for Pak Dong Wan. Struck out looking in the first inning to end the first inning. See what happens here. As that's going to be ball four. He was off on it, but it doesn't matter because that, ladies and gentlemen, is ball four. On a first and second with only one out. So that's going to bring a mound visit. We'll see. As that'll be it for him. And we'll have our first pitching change of the day. I'll let you know who's coming in as soon as I know who's coming in. SSG's got Young Dong Yoon done for the day. Da, 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 57 pitches from him. He's responsible for the two guys on the base pass. So Iroun will come in. Iroun is the new pitcher for SSG. Get you some stats as soon as they pop up on the screen. So for the starter, 3.1 innings, 57 pitches, 35 strikes, 3 hits, 1 walk, which was the one that he just gave up, 3 strikeouts. He is responsible for the 2 runners on the base pass right now. But Iroun comes in as a reliever, big boy, right-hander. In this spring, he's pitched in 3 games. He's got 1 save, 3.2 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and no home runs given up with an ERA of goose eggs. So on first is Pak Dong Wan, who walked. On the second is OG Wan, who singled and moved to second base. First pitch is fouled away to Song Chan-yi. Song Chan-yi struck out to lead off the second inning. He's 0 for 1 today. And the 0-1 goes upstairs. Just misses. I like the pitch. It wasn't a strike, but I like the pitch. Now you've got his eyes changed. And he goes down, pops that one up. Shortstop out. That should be the infield fly. And makes the catch not nonchalantly to his left. And that'll be 2 away. All right. Here we go. First and second, 2 outs. That's going to bring up Moon Jung Ben. Moon Jung Ben flew out to right in his first at bats. Looks at ball one on the outside. And it's 1 0. Hitting 217 in this spring. And runs that inside, and it's 2 0 now. And that's now 3 0. No walks coming into this game, and that looks like it is definitely in jeopardy. Still playing in the South. I'm real surprised. All right, the 3-0 pitch. That's going to be a chopper. Shortstop grabs it, throws to seconds, and that'll end the inning. They leave 2 more on as the 6-4 putouts ends the top of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0. Ender. Ender. See, with runners on, they are now 1, 2, 0 for 4. First and second, no outs. Please tell me they're gonna bunt. Please tell me they're gonna bunt. All right, we're back. Former Hanwha cheerleader there. I am at the. All right. Sonju Young is still out there. 5 strikeouts so far today. No bunts. Just a double play. As that is outside 1-0. Right. The 1-0 fouled away, 1-1. It's just. I wonder if it had to have been a missed sign. All right. The 1-1 is checks his swing, but it's still a strike as it was almost down the middle. Go Myung Jun stepping in. No, Go Myung Jun should probably put that up there. So Go Myung Jun doubled in his other at bats, a shot to the third baseman, and that's going to be a low ball, 2-2. So what you're saying is it could be bases loaded with no outs, but instead it's first and second with 1 out, and somebody's going to strike out. As that's popped up, second baseman Shin Min Jae under it, and that's 1 away. All right, here comes the first pitch, and that's in there for strike, and it's 0-1. Pitch number 67 is a strike, as usual. Kim Sung Hyun steps in. He walked in his first at bats, a full count walk back in the second inning. And the 0-1 pitch is that's low, and it's 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch and a swing and fouled it into the mitts, but not able to hold on to it. But it's 1-2 now. Oh, didn't foul it into his mitt, fouled it into his foots. Catcher made it look like he almost had it, but all right, the 1-2 pitch and way upstairs. 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. One on the pitch clock, and that's going to be slapped right at the first baseman. Grabs it, steps on the bag, and that's 2 away. 안녕하세요. Oh, 2 down now as Son Juyong's sitting at 71 pitches. You have to wonder how long he's going to pitch. Are they going to have him pitch 90 pitches? But An Sung Hyun steps in. He grounded into a 3-6 putouts as they weren't able to turn the double play back in the second inning. Looks at ball one there, and it's 1-0. 아니요. 근데 Landers, KT, Hyundai, LG, Samsung, Sun. 다 있어요. As that's popped up in the third, and woo, Gubon Hyuk is just able to grab that. And that'll be 3 away. As the pop fly into foul territory will end the fourth. We'll go to the fifth. It's 1-0 SSG. Leading things off will be the man who almost missed it there is Gubon will lead things off for LG in the top of the fifth. Oh. Oh. All right. We should be coming back. Coming. Kim Sung Hyun is done. Jung Jun Jae will take over at second base. Ripple J. And first pitch is in there for a strike. All right, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Right to the 0-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, bounces it 45 feet. And that's ball one. 1-2. Kubon Hyuk flew out to ride in his first at bats, hitting 333 on the spring. Hasn't gotten too many at bats. And the 1-2 pitch, and that's way in the other batter's box, and it's 2-2 now. RBI walk. All right, to the 2-2 and slapped foul. Way foul, and that stays 2-2. All right, I'll do my best, Sam. Enjoy the night shift. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that is chopped foul and stays 2-2. I honestly, I'm gonna say that I think I am the only one. I really do think I'm the only one. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that's gonna be throws the bats, chops it, third baseman grabs it, throws across his body, but it's not in time. It will roll, and he turns left, but has to run back to first base, and he will have himself a leadoff single here in the top of the fifth. There we slow roller. Didn't have much chance. Kubonyak has plenty of speed. The throw probably shouldn't have even been made. All right. So we've got a runner on first base now. We got coming up is Iju Hyun, the backstop. He's 1-for-1 and he rips that one foul. And it'll be 0-1. Just out in front of it a little bit. Missed it foul by about a foot and a half, 2 feet. Yuju Hyun 1-for-1 on the day, but was picked off over at first. My bad. It was about 2.5 feet. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. The check over on the runner who makes one step back is easily. All right. Once again, an 0-1 pitch, and that is going to be lifted into the gap. The left fielder giving chase, so that's going to one hop into the wall. Kubon Hyuk is going to round third, and he will be coming home, and they tie it up 1-1 as he comes up with a big base hits to tie the game at 1 as Lee Joo Hyun gets himself an RBI, and I believe he's standing on second base. I hope he's standing on second base. If he's not, that is slow man. So his bat flip is a veteran bat flip. Two hop the wall. Right, so we've got a runner on second base now. Still no outs for Shinmin Jae. Struck out in his first at bats. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back. Here's a chance to bunt because everybody loves a good bunt. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Skies that one. Left fielder over and under it. Grabs it. Throws the third. Not running though. And that will be one away. Flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi at the top. Hong Chang-gi 0 for 2 on the day, but seen a ton of pitches as both of his at-bats have both been full counts. There you go. And that'll be it for Hero Yoon. We'll have a pitching change here. I'll let you know who's coming in as soon as I know. Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch. Don't worry, they signed a 17th player to play middle in. Sixes. I have six. Hmm. Moonhyun Ben is. All right. Handu Sol will make his way in. Yeah, we should be headed back. Handu Sol will come in. He pitched in the other game a couple days ago that I did on Thursday. Handu Sol, 2 games so far this spring, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no home runs, no ERA, zeros across the board. The left-hander sports the goatee. All right, Hong Chang-gi steps in, and the first pitch is swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. And Hong Chang-gi 0 for 2 on the day, 4-3 ground out, and a ground out to the third or the first baseman. But both at bats so far have been full counts for him. LG's had 5 full counts so far already in this game. And the 0-1 pitch that's catches the outside corner, 0-2. Just touches the outside. So Hiroun or yeah, Hiroyun on the hook for the runner over at second base, and the 0-2 swing fouls it into his mitts, and that's going to be strikeouts number 1 and out number 2. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and it's 2 away. And he doesn't strike out very much, so getting him is fantastic for you. All right, that's going to bring up a Park Hae-min. Park Hae-min 0 for 2 on the day, a 4-3 ground out, and a fly out to center field in his last at bat. 0 for 2 and looks at strike 1. As they bring in Handu Sol, the left-hander, to face the other left-handers for at the top of this order. So next batter is also a left-hander, an OG1, and a strike in there, and it's 0-2. 5 pitches, 5 strikes. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Does he challenge him? Does he go with that slider away? Gotta think he does. He sets up outside. And he catches him staring at the pitch. His 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 strikeouts, and we'll go to The bottom of the fifth, it's tied up 1-1. Ones across the board, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. The number on will be 9-1-2 coming up for SSG in the bottom of the fifth here. It'd be Jo Hyung Woo, Che Ji Hoon, and Park Sung Han coming up. Elsewhere around the league, looks like Hanwha's up 4-0 as they've scored 4 runs in the top of the fifth. KT is taking the lead, the 2-1 lead in the top of the fifth against Lotte. They're still up in the top of the fifth. And then Hume has taken the lead 2-1 in the bottom of the sixth against the Bears. And he has slowly pulled himself back into it. They fell down 3-0 in the top, and then now it's 4-6 Kia in the bottom of the inning as they've scratched through 11 hits already in the bottom of the fifth. 5-0 now. So we see if Sonju Young's still out there. 74 pitches for him. No, 72 like a. All right. Jo Hyung Woo, 0 for 1 on the day. He popped up to the shortstop in his first at bat, left runners on first and second with nobody or with all right, here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch way up in the zone. And it's 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And outside, 1-1. And pop that one foul, and it's 1-2. Oh, wrong button. Oh, well. Low scoring game here. Been a messy, sloppy game. We'll see if it tightens up through the end. Again, we should start seeing some substitutions here, as that one is slapped foul also. And it stays 1-2. So, again, most of these guys are playing 5 innings. Some of them will play 6, but after the break, after the break, it definitely ends up. So it looks like Young Bin is moved into first base. Moon Jung Bin is moved to third base. So I'll get that changed. And that's going to be a ground ball right at the third baseman. The shortstop grabs it, throws, but not in time. And we'll have another error on LG. So some changes. Left fielder is so Young Bin takes over for OG Wan, but Gubon Hyuk takes over at short. So that will be it for Sonju Young, as we'll have a pitching change, and I'll take a break with him. Get this stuff all fixed and situated. Then there goes first. third base. We won't talk too short. Same players, new positions. Sungju Young will come out of the game, and the new pitcher shall be determined. Yu Chan come in. Hmm. All right. I think we've got things fixed and situated here. All right. First pitch is way up in the zone, and it's 0-1. Or 1-0, sorry. So Che Ji Hoon will come up to bat. He is a 2 for 2 with a stolen base. He scored the run. Nope. He was, yeah. And that misses, and it's 2-0. So a pretty decent day for Song Ju Young. 4 innings, 79 pitches, 51 for strikes, 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 1 earned. He is responsible for the runner over at first base. Won't be an earned run if he does score, but that makes it 3-0 on that pitch that was nowhere near the zone. He's come in, he's thrown 3 pitches, he's thrown 3 balls. He has thrown 3 pitches nowhere near the strike zone. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. That one is literally down the middle, and it's through. Che Ji Hoon again, 2 singles, a stolen base, a pickoff. He was picked off, but went to third, got stranded, then was in a rundown. As that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play, and just like that, the air is erased. It's 2 away. All right, that's going to bring up Pak Sung Han. Pak Sung Han 0 for 2, hit into a 6-5-4-6 fielder's choice, and then a strikeouts in his other at bat. Looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. All right, Yu Chan the pitch and lays off of that. It's 1-1 now. And the 1-1 it just kisses the inside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. Landers and Song Ju Young having a little conversation in the dugouts as that's in the dirt, and it's 2-2. I always wondered how much Korean these guys pick up and how much English some of these players know. Obviously, in Korea, you start learning English early. Like again, I have 3-year-old students and they are learning English. So the 2-2 pitch and catches him looking at a pitch that literally just barely touched the zone. But that'll be 3 away, which means the end of the fifth. I'll be back in just a few minutes as we will take our time to stretch. Right, the game should be coming back pretty soon, I believe. Bottom of the, sorry, the top of the sixth, not the bottom. We'll see. Probably gonna have some more substitutions coming in again. This is about the time that they really start stubbing around. I will do my best to keep up with it, but it's really at this point it gets very, very, very difficult. Just to telling you now, yeah, we already got a pitching change. I don't know who it is. We do have a pitching change because a righty is on. No Young Un is on the mound. 2 games, 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. You know? Yeah, right. Top of the sixth. We're gonna have leading things off. Young Den took over for OG1. And first pitch is a swing and strike. Young Ben getting his first at bats of this game. And that misses way inside, 1-1. 286 on the spring for the young, the future shortstop, basically, I believe, for LG. 1-1, and that's lifted foul out of play. It's 1-2. So other changes, Pak Sang Han is done. Chae Sang Min takes over, but he moves to center field. Pak Sang Han is done. Chae Sang Min, and that is a strikeout looking one away. Sang Min. Pak Ji Won takes over in center. Why couldn't you guys just change the player? Why do you got to change the position to? That's lifted. First baseman goes way out too far, but backtrack, and that'll be 2 away. Again, you're changing the the center fielder and the shortstop. It's preseason. Just change the position. You don't need to just change the player. You don't need to change position. Crap. I think that's first pitch is ball, and it's 1-0. All right, I think I've got things caught up. I think so. See how long it lasts. Okay. And that's going to be chopped foul into his foot as he does a little dance and walks away. Song Chang-yi, 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in his first at bats, and then an infield fly in his second at bats. Mint green glove for No Kyung Un. Wow. Right, here comes the 1-2, the 2-1, and lifts that one foul and out of play, and it's 2-2. He wants a different baseball. He says that one got no strikeouts left. It's like one that has a strikeout. Song Chang Yi, 316 on the season, or on the spring, even with its 0 for 2 on the day, and the 2-2, and that's way outside. It's 3-2, and that ball definitely didn't have any strikeouts in it because I had to throw it away now because it's in the dirt. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Another full count for LG. Their sixth of the day. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll end the top of the sixth for LG. Two strikeouts and a pop fly, and that's take us to the bottom of the sixth. It's 0-0. Sorry, might as well be 0-0. I can't count anyway. That's why English and not math. So leading things off is should be Che Junu, who will get his first at bats after taking over for Heredia on the base pass after Heredia got hit in the head. I imagine there's going to be some more substitutions here by LG. All right. New pitcher out on the mound for LG. Pak Myung Gun. This year, 2 games, 1 win, 2.1 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 no. So Che Juno again, his first at bats of the day, and the first pitch in there for strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. 146 from the sidearmer. That is moving for a sidearm delivery. And the 0-1 fouled back, and it's 0-2. There should be some more changes, and Hong Chang-gi is done. Ani Kun is right field now. And that pitch is in the dirt, and it makes it 1-2. Try to get Park Min is done. Chaewon Young takes over in center field. See how that works? LG knows what it's like to be a scorer fixing these things. And he did not go around. It's 2-2. That one's fouled away, and it stays 2-2. Right, the 2-2 pitch. Way, way, way outside, and a full counts now. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. And he slaps that one foul, stays alive. Hoon on deck, who's 0 for 2 with 2 big swings and misses. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, way outside, and that'll be a leadoff walk. All right, that's going to bring up again Hoon, the right fielder, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. Trying to make the opening day roster. And that's in there for strike. 0 and 1. Don't think there's any other changes, so still the same guy back behind the plates. And a beautiful curveball there. 113 as it just fluttering up, drops down. And throw over to first. Dives back. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Another 0-2 count. And the check over at first. He is not got a very good pickoff move. Very telegraphed. All right. Now maybe we've got an 0-2 pitch. Sets up way outside. He says, throw it wide. He throws it wide. And again, in the other batter's box, again, doesn't even attempt to swing, doesn't even barely move into his swing. And it's 1-2. Be more predictable. Be more predictable. Every single time. All right. The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul. And play by the ball boy. And we'll reset for another 1-2 counts. As Che Jun-woo makes his way back to first base. Donna, 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 once again picked a pretty solid game to stream. Another close game. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that was almost in the old crack in the butt. As that will be a hit by pitch. That's one way to get on. I almost went back in, if you know what I mean. That's going to bring up Otagon, the DH. He's also 0 for 2 on the day. We'll see if Pak Myung-gun stays in there. As we've got ourselves a visit from the pitching coach. All right, here we go. Runners on first and second, nobody out. A walk and a hit by pitch has put runners in scoring position. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so 0 for 2 on the day. And here comes the first pitch. That's a swing and a miss. A big swing. He was looking to make it 4-1 on that swing. Not much. What is up? How is life? All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. He rocks his feet back and forth, sets up right down the middle of the plate, and misses into the other batter's box. It is 1-1. He has not got the old command working today. He is everywhere. He looks young. That would be why he'll turn 21 later this month. As that is lifted into right field, coming in, grabs it, and that will not allow the runner to tag up as the short fly ball retires the batter. And yeah. Still spring. That's why there's not very many people watching. Season will start next week. Next Saturday will be opening day. So right now, still spring. Trying to make sure that I know what I'm still doing. Right, Go Myung Jun steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Doubled in his first at bat, and then popped up to the second baseman in his second at bat. And did he go around? He did not, and that's ball one. And Go Myung Jun is the first baseman in waiting. They're hoping that he can do something. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that is crushed. But not enough wind, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field, and tags not. And 2 away. Well, I mean, MLB's already started, right? When's the Dodgers Cubs first game? I know they're at least they were playing the exhibition games. All right, here comes the pitch. Triple J, his first at bats. Jung Jun J looks at ball one on the inside. 304 in the spring, 7 hits, 23 at bats, 3 RBIs, and stolen base. Okay. And that's fouled away, and it's 1-1. Because I know last year it was weird. So, because I went to the games last year, or I went to the opening day game, the Dodgers versus Padres. I went to 2 of the exhibition games. I went to the Kium versus Dodgers and Padres versus Team Korea. Perfect timing. I did go to a spring game. I was in Phoenix 1 year and went to a game. Yeah, so I remember because I went to opening day, the Dodgers Padres game, and then they ended up having to go back and play spring games. So I know everybody was complaining about that. Right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, and it's 2-2. Yeah, going to the Dodgers Padres game reminded me how boring MLB games are. Comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's outside. And 2. Second full count of the inning here. No, just 9 innings. Been quite a few ties already. And the regular season used to be 12 innings. Starting this year, it's only 11 innings. That's a swing and a miss, and he gets out of it, strikes him out, walks the first guy, hits the second guy, but is able to get out of it. And we will go to the seventh inning. Knotted up 1-1. Neither team wants to do any sort of damage once they have runners on base, apparently. Leading things off for LG is going to be Moonjung Bin, the number 6 hitter. Oh, 6. I mean, look at that. You got 5 errors. LG has 5 errors, and and SSG has 1 run. 5 errors, and you've scored 1 run. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So really, the main difference is like besides like the size and all that. Uh, KBO has a pitch clock. KBO also has the automatic strike zone, the robo umpires or whatever. Other than that, they're pretty close to the same rules. KBO only goes 11 innings. There's no 12th inning, so there's ties in the KBO. Um, other The 3 feet line is the same. The bases are the same. They both have the pitch clock, but the pitch clock is a little bit different in the KBO. I don't know exactly the difference, but yeah. So there's not a whole lot of differences. As Sajin Young takes over on the mound for No Young In. So again, more changes, more changes. I will try to get them put in as quick as I can. First pitch is a ball. One more change. And that's ball up high. 2-0. And I think there's some more changes around. They just haven't shown anything. So Moon Jung Bin 0 for 2 on the day. And that's up high. That's 3-0. 3 pitches, 3 balls. So Moon Jung Bin flew out to right field in his first at bats, and then a 6-4 to round out to end the fourth. No, there's no mercy rule or anything like that. And that's going to be a single through the left side, and he's got himself his first base hit of the day. We'll see if somebody can actually score some runs here. So Gubon Hyuk steps in. He started the day at third base, moved over to short once Lee Young Bin took over at first base. So all right, Gubon Hyuk 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his last at bats, fakes the bunts, and just misses the top of the zone. That was probably a strike last year. I mean, it's it's spring. You never know. Half of these guys won't make a roster. Right now, they got 60 guys in the dugouts. So some of these guys are just pitching to get chances and things like that. So it's so difficult. It's to make any sort of prediction as that misses up high 2-0. I mean, the KBO is already difficult enough to predict, and then you factor in it's spring, and it's like I think it's Fahrenheit, it's about 40 degrees outside right now, as that is in the dirt. He back picks him, but he slides safely, and that's 3-0 now. Struggling to find the strike zone. Yeah, it's spring. Yeah, that's why. That's why you keep hearing me talk about. There's a handful of 40-year-olds. I mean, Osung Wan is, I think, the oldest player in the league. Former Cardinal, Blue Jay, and Rocky. Is that's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and we've got runners on first and seconds with nobody out. That's going to bring up Iju Hyun. Iju Hyun, 2 for 2 on the day. He's thrown 8 pitches. One of them has been a strike, but that one strike was a single. Yeah, for the most part, guys look pretty young, but I think the KBO, some of these guys do look pretty old. I have no idea. I don't follow the Japanese leagues at all. I mean, I'm spending, you know, 40, 50 hours a week with the KBO plus my regular full-time job. It's I don't have time for another league. All right, here comes our sacrifice bunt, first and second, nobody outs. And I don't know why they say Gubonyuk is up. Gubonyuk is not up. The If you're watching the actual game, their scorebug is incorrect. My scorebug is correct. They should probably hire me to do their job since they can't do it correctly. Iju Hyun is up to bat. It's not Gubonyuk. They will have a little discussion on the mound. Da, da, da. And that's in the dirt. And both of them move up a base, and that is going to be a lot of trouble. Oop, wrong buttons. Running into issues. Thrown 9 pitches. 8 of them have been balls. That one's going to go down as a wild pitch. Is in the dirt, and you've got some serious issues right now. That's a ball 6. Channel mine. I believe it's Texas Tech. Ball 6. Ball 6. Ball 7. Ball 7. All right, the 2-0 pitch, and that's ball 7. A scorebug still says Gubon Hyuk is up, but it is still wrong. Lee Jun 2 for 2 on the day. He had a single and he has the 1 RBI for LG, RBI double. And that's a pitch down the middle. Finally a strike, and it's 3-1 now for Jin Yong. The one thing with the KB or the NPB last year, the offense was so down. So it's tough to take a lot of those stats, as that's going to be ripped, but just foul. Now we'll have a full counts with runners on second and third. That would have easily scored 2 runs if it would have been about 2 feet farther right. 3 feet, maybe a meter. So tough with all these camera angles. and the fact that I'm not at the stadium, so I can't see anything. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt, and he'll walk the bases loaded. 6, 7, 8 is a walk, and a single is loaded the bases, and you have to think that that'll be it for him, as Shinmin J will step in, looking to put LG up in this game. Shinmin J steps in. He struck out in his first at bats, flew out to left in his second. He's 0 for 2. He has left runners in scoring position. He slaps that one foul, and it's 0-1. No outs, bases loaded. The number 9 hitter coming up, or not coming up, he is up, hitting 217 in this spring. Offense has been down pretty much in this spring. He chokes up way up on the bats, about a fist up the bats, and that is way up high, and it's 1-1. A lot of these left-handed slap hitters, basically they start with the wrong hand at the bottom, and they'll put their other one, and then they'll be ready like that, and that's how they space their hands out. And the 1-1 is that's slapped foul, as that would have been ball 2, but 1-2 now. Jay is not a big guy. Second baseman, one of the smallest guys in the league. Very, very good contact skills. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And fouls that one away, and we'll stay at 1-2. Pitch number 18 already, as he still has failed to record an out. Not likely. Although they are playing in SSG in Incheon. Incheon is the has the shortest fences to the corners and the lowest fence. It's the only fence that is not. I think it's a regular old MLB fence, like 9 foot high. All right, and that is a pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2 now. Let's see. I can't look at a lot of stats because most of the stuff is with the spring. So he is over 2 on the spring with runners with the bases. I don't think he's ever hit a grand slam. As that misses inside, almost hit him, and that'll make it another full count. 20 pitches now in this inning, 2 full counts, 2 walks, a single. He's thrown 20 pitches, only 8 of them have been strikes, and that's going to be a strike, but it's fouled away, and it stays 3-2. He's the number 9 hitter. He's not meant to. Are you talking about the pitcher? Maybe you're talking about the pitcher. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again, and that's going to be lifted into left. The left fielder grabs it coming home, and they're not going to make a play, as the fly out to left is not deep enough to score a run, and that's 1 away. Coach is like, why didn't you go? Why? Because he would have been out, coach. So Sajin Young, the guy on the mound, has a 3.96 career ERA, a 5.55 ERA with 51 games last night. Yeah, I mean, let's see, walks last year, 26 walks in 47 innings, and that will be it for him, as we'll have another pitcher coming in. I'll let you know as soon as I know. I thought he was a younger guy, but he was born in '92, so he'd be 32. Been with SK since 2011. Made his debut in 2015. It's very possible they have, again, with bases loaded. Well, they've left runners on base almost every single inning. So Kim Mean will make his way in. The came over in a trade with KT in the offseason. I thought they were going to try to make Kim Mean into a starter because he was a starter at one point, but just wasn't very good at a starter. We'll see. See what happens. All right. So Kim Min, again, came over in the trade. He is 2 games. He's pitched 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He will be tasked with facing Ani Kun. Ani Kun took over in right field for Hong Chang Gi. So this will be his first at bat. And then Pak Hae Min, who is the normal center fielder, was taken over for Chae Wan Young. So both the next 2 batters are going to have their first at bat of the day. So Ane Kun steps in. 1 out, bases loaded. And that first pitch is a ball. 1-0. Infielders are right at the grass. The corners and the second and shortstop are double play depth. That's fouled away, and it's 1-1. So in the spring, 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. Here's a chance to improve that 333 average and also get himself some more RBIs. Yeah, I mean, up until this year, I had season tickets. I've been going to games for 11 years here in Korea, as that misses outside, and it's 2-1. I mean, I play baseball here in Korea uh, with local leagues. So grew up playing it back in the States. All right, to the 2-1 pitch. And that misses inside. 3-1 is apparently strike zones are optional today. Right, here comes the 3-1 pitch. Bases loaded, 1 out, and that's right into the hip of the pitcher catches it at third base, steps on the bag, and that's going to go down as a 1-5 double play as the pitcher gets drilled with the ball in the hip. It bounces hard off of him. The third baseman catches it, runs and tags the bag, and good Lord. That is the second pitcher that has been hit by a hit today. Bases loaded, stranded on a 1-3 comebacker, caught by the third baseman who tags the bag, and it'll go to the bottom of the 7th as Kim Min is walking off. And yeah, this game has literally had everything except runs being scored. I mean, if we talk about this game, like this game would be the definition of KBO-ness. I mean, the first batter, we didn't even get through the first batter today because the pitch comm battery died and they had to change out the pitch comm. Then 3 full counts just in the first half of the first inning. Then in the second half of the inning, the first pitch was the first batter lined it back to the pitcher. It bounced off the heel of his glove. Wasn't able to make the play to throw him out at first. Picks him off at first, but the first baseman airmails the ball into center field. So even though the runner was picked off, he ends up making it to third and then gets stranded at third because there's 3 strikeouts right after that. And not to mention, again, 5 errors by LG that went right off of his hip. But it hit so hard that the third baseman ended up catching it, running to third to tag the bag for in a one a 1-3 double or 1-5 double play. Ah, gotta love the old KBO. Yeah. Inning over. All right. Ugong Hoon is in to pitch now for LG. That's in there for a strike. Have a new pitching change here for LG. Ugong Hoon. 4 games, 1 win, 1 loss, 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, an ERA of 9. Attempt to get this stuff changed, and the next pitch is upstairs, 1-1. Just exactly how they drew it up. All right, Ansang Hyun looks at ball 2 outside, and it's 2-1. Ansang Hyun here. Ansang Han or Ansang Hyun 0 for 2, 3-6 ground out, and a foul pop fly to the third baseman, and looks at strike 2. It's 2-2. Did you get to see that play, Nick? I hope you went and found it. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, and way outside as the catcher has to get up to almost dive for the ball. And we've got another full count, ladies and gentlemen. And strikes are optional on this Sunday afternoon. Eagles fan in the SSG cheer section. Front row of the cheer section is that has popped up, but just misses out of play, and it stays 3-2. Right. 3-2 pitch and face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in this game. Dong Hyun 0 for 2. The 3-2 pitch, and that's shot foul, stays 3-2. 149 on the gun there. One of the harder throwers in the league, apparently, and this is from a sidearm slot. Lots of sidearmers in the KBO. Sidearmers and underarmers, or submariners, is what they call them. And that's going to be ball 4. And we've got another base runner, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, he bring up the number 9. Jo Hyung-woo. Jo Hyung-woo 0 for 2 on the day himself. Pitching is optional in the bullpen of the KBO. Always. So, leading off at first base is on too many base runners. That runs inside, and he slides into second base and easily steals that bag. Wasn't even close. Walk, a stolen base, now puts a runner in scoring position. Once again, pitching optional to throw strikes. That's ball 2. I mean, SSG They've been picked off 3 times today. They've ran into an out at third another time. And LG's got 5 errors, and it's tied 1-1. That's popped up, but it gets out of play, and it's 2-1 now. I mean, when the other team has 5 errors, you expect to win like 10-2 or something, not tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Right, of course, and then there they go again. SSG runs into an out. That's going to be a 6-5-4-6 putouts once again. That is the second time that SSG has had a runner at second and a ground ball in front of them, and they've taken off and they've gotten thrown out. Again, Che Ji Hoon had a single and then a stolen base back in the third inning, and then he ran into a 6-5-4-6 putouts, and then just now, An Sung Hyun had a walk and a stolen base and runs into a 6-5-4-6 putouts. Just unbelievable how bad the base running has been. All right, Pak Ji Han steps in. Is his first at bat of the day. Man, it is ridiculous. Like, it's almost like it's like it can't be real. That's going to be a ground ball or ground ball. I can't even think straight at this point. Yep. Well, the same. It was the same before. But we'll see. Let's see. I mean, last time it was the same thing, and they ended up getting an RBI single directly after that. We'll see if they get an RBI single here. I mean, they've been picked off 3 times. They've been hit in the head with a ball. They've been 2 pitchers have been hit. There's been a double play on a liner off of the pitcher. There've been 2 guys that have been thrown out at third because they running into a running in front of a ball. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Yeah, I mean, and then not to mention the throws from first to seconds that have been so bad that they couldn't turn double plays is that just misses outside. And we've got, what do you call this again? Another full count. Another full count. And that's going to be fouled into a little nutmeg on the catcher. So there are some more changes here. Yep, runner on second. Sorry. I got one of them set up, but not the other one. Oh, didn't nutmeg him right into the thigh. That feels real good. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. And that's going to be a walk. And we've got runners on first and second. Game is never going to end. Bottom of the 7th. What's the other league? The other games. Bottom of the 7th. That's here. Eagles won 5-3. Bottom of the 8th in Gwangju. The other game is completes. All right, and that misses inside. And once again, another ball. 1-0. Pitch number 20 now, and he's got 1 out. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's fouled away. 1-1 now. Chase Min has not had a at bat this game as he took over defensive substitution. He's 2 for 10 on the spring. Took over in the, I believe, the fifth or sixth inning for Pak Min, or actually Pak Sung Han in his spots as he checks swings, but it doesn't matter because that's a strike. It's 1-2 now. Runners on first and second. 2, 3 for coming up. 1-2 pitch. This is outside, and it's 2-2. The LG reliever took over in this inning. Looks like its wind is really bad right now in shot. 22-year-old on the mound. And the 2-2 pitch, that's going to be chopped. The butt's foul. Stays 2-2. Young Bin tried to make the play, but just out of his reach. I hope so. That'll be the best. I think she should perform for all Hanwha, whatever, all Hanwha fifth inning stretches. She should be the guest performer every single one. That's Mrs. Outside. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got another full count. Third full count of the inning so far. All right, third full count of the bottom half of the inning. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away, and we'll have another 3-2 pitch because 3-2 pitches are the rage. All right, so once again, another 3-2 pitch outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. I love KBO bullpens. They are the best of bullpens. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's going to bring up Che Juno, who has one at bat today, and I'll bet you can't guess what he did. I'll give you a second. And, if you picked a full count walk, you would also be correct. SSG has had, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full counts today. They've had 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a single, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Che Juno, no official at bats today. Let's see. LG had the bases loaded with 1 out. Actually, the bases loaded with no outs. And that is going to be in the gap as that's going to 1-2 hop to the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And that will be 2 runs in for SSG as they are finally able to put some runs on the board as we'll have runners at second and third still as he pumps one right down the middle. That will be a 2 RBI double for Che Jun. Ooh. Now I gotta fix other stuff. Second. That runs in, and that's 1. 30 pitches for the youngster already in this inning. 1 out, runners in second and third still as he faces Ha-Jae Hoon. Ha-Jae Hoon 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, and that's going to be a ground ball past the drawn-in infield. The third, he's waving him home from second, and he is easily cruising in, and Ha-Jae Hoon clears the bases with a 2 RBI single. And ladies and gentlemen, the game now wide open. Let's see. First, get on my stuff resituated. Finally coming through with some at bats, some solid hitting late in the game. Again, these are not generally not the starters. Most of the guys playing are not starters. Probably should have a pitching change at this point. We do, or at least I'm going to guess that we do, because they just went to commercial break, and I'll make you guys go to commercial. Let me make sure everything is updated. We'll see who's coming in. Big inning here in the seventh. So many opportunities for both teams, really. 6 hits, 5 errors for LG. And surprisingly, the errors have not hurt LG, really. Who's coming in? Looks like Kim Yu Young will come in to pitch for LG. Young. Just remind everybody that last year the biggest issue for LG was their bullpen. And here in the spring game, it looks like it's also a huge issue. All right, we should be coming back. Kim Yu Young out on the mound now. The lefter, and a comebacker throws it way bad. Shinmin Jae has to jump to barely catch it, and he's not able to turn two because the throw was so bad. As that again, that's another that should be an error, but it's not because they were able to get it out. Right back to the pitcher. He's almost airmailed it to center field. Shinmin Jae is able to jump and just barely snag it, and then jumps back to the bag. So instead of an inning double play, they've got a runner on first, and Go Myung Jun will step in to bat. Go Myung Jun 1 for 3 on the day. He doubled in his first at bats, and then a pop fly to second baseman and a fly out to left. And he looks at ball one. Should be out of this inning. We'll see if SSG can make them pay for it. All right. The 1-0 pitch pops him up, but gets out of play 1-1. Okay. The 1-1 pitch. SSG fans enjoying themselves now, as that is ripped, but into the netting down by the outfield seats. Gonna be 1-2. He's hit a roped a couple down that way, just in front of these. Have to work on his timing a little bit. The ball boy had to give chase. All right, it's the 1-2 pitch, and that's outside 2-2. Oh, 2 outs now. Sets up right down the middle, and he throws a curveball. Second baseman grabs it, throws to first, and that's will end the seventh, but not before SSG unloads, scoring 4 on 3 walks and 2 hits. We will go to the 8th inning. It's 5-1 SSG. SSG. Number 2 hitter coming up for LG. They try to claw their way back. And they did also have the bases loaded with nobody outs in their half of the inning, but a shallow fly ball to left, and then that ridiculous play, the 1-5 double play off the hip of the pitcher. We'll see what happens. Again, we're in the KBO bullpen era, and Chae-Min Jun will come out onto the mound for SSG. Chae-Min Jun, 1 game, 2.1 innings, 1 strikeout to 1 walk, ERA of 0 in spring. Chaewon Young will lead things off for LG. First at bat for him as he took over for Park Hae-min on defense. Shoes all tied. All right, first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. First pitch from Chae-Min Jun is a strike to the first time at bats is Chaewon Young. And that's outside. 1-1. Give you some info on that Chae-Min Jun is that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman scoops it up, throws, and that's 1 away in the 8th. So Young Bin will step in. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out looking in his only at bats. So Chae-Min Jun, 99 was when he was born. Drafted by SK in the 2017, the second draft, second round, 15th overall. And the first pitch to Young Bin, and that's foul, and it's 0-1. Nice play by the left-handed ball boy over there. All right, the 0-1, and that's upstairs, 1-1. 140 on the gun if you guys are interested in those type of numbers. And that's going to be ripped foul again, and the ball boy, ooh, an error on the ball boy. Not able to make that play. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Way upstairs, 2-2. 2-2. That's ripped foul again, and the ball boy is going to have to run out into the middle of the field this time. He is making sure the ball boy earns his paycheck today. And 2-2, a big, nice, beautiful looking curveball for strike 3, and that's will be 2 away here in the top of the 8th. 2 strikeouts now for Yi Young Bin on the day. He will dream of getting another at bat. That's going to bring up a Pak Dong Wan. Pak Dong Wan, the D8. Nope. We'll have a pinch hitter here, Kim Hyun Soo. First pitch, he drives it to right fielder under it, and that'll be 3 away. One, two, three. Goes LG in the top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's SSG 5 and LG. Very, very quick inning. Very, very quick half inning. Still be the DH. That changed here. I'm sure we'll have some more substitutions here. And pitches in that inning. That's what I like to see. Making it quick. All right. We're back here at the bottom of the 8th. Gonna be Jungmin Jae leading things off. He struck out in his one at bat today. Let's see. We got a new pitcher here. Sung Dong Hyun will be out on the mound. Sung Dong Hyun. He's saying, I don't have pitch com. Just give me the signs. I'll throw what you tell me. And that's ball 1. Apparently, they told him to throw a ball. Jung Jun Jae 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his only at bat after taking over for Kim Sun Hyun. For like MLB or like a website for what exactly? Apparently, they're gonna have a little discussion. They don't want this game to finish yet. I think it's like KBOleague.com or something like that. They do have English available too. It is a requirement from the Korean government, I believe, to have English website. English options is the website also. Apparently, there was no third base coach. Maybe he needed to go to the bathroom or something. All right, to the 1-0 pitch, and that's outside at 2-0. He's putting his gloves on. Yeah, the English is not quite as robust as the Korean, obviously, as that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 2-1. There is also my KBO. My KBO does English work. So if you don't want to try to translate the Korean, but it's that would be an app if you're going to use that. All right, so Jung Jun Jae, the 2-1, and that's upstairs, 3-1. We're gonna have plenty more walks. I would say no. I mean, he only got 6 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball through the left side or the right side. And we've got ourselves a base runner. And we'll see if he's on the move here. And obviously, they want to work on their timing and everything, stealing bases. All right, Ansang Hyun or Ansang Hyun, sorry, the 0-2 pit or 0 for 2 on the day. He did walk, steal a base, and scored or did not score a run last inning. He was the one that ran into the outs at third base. And the 0-1 pitch way outside, 1-1. So walked in his last at bat. A 3-6 ground out back in the second. A pop fly in foul territory to the third baseman in the fourth. No, not at all. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-2 now. When MLB plays, I'm at work. When I first moved to Korea, I used to work a different schedule, and I would watch MLB in the morning, or like when I was going to run or walk or whatever, and then uh, I was at work during the KBO time, and so I paid attention then. But now my schedule is I'm working at my real job, not this, my real job whenever the MLB is on. So I don't really pay too much attention to it. Plus, I'm a Cardinals fan, and the Cardinals suck. So all right, the 1-2 pitch once again, and runs way in, almost hits him, and it's 2-2. Yeah, I mean, I went I went to the games here in Korea in Seoul last year during the two of the exhibition games and then the opening day, just because they were here. But for the most part, I don't pay too much attention to it. I'll look at some scores every once in a while, but I'm just too busy with my regular work. And then, 6 days a week, I'm either at a game or streaming here. So don't have a lot of extra time. All right, it's another 2-2 pitch and checks over on the runner and he slides easily back. Jung Jun Jae with the mint glove, and that's going to be ball three. We've got ourselves another full count. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were betting on the over full counts, you would definitely be winning. And the 3-2, and that's going to be a ground ball past the left side. Jung Jun Jae round second base, and he will not go to third as we've got runners on second and our first and second with nobody out once again. The game that never goes on and on. Some people started watching, no one and one, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the game that's never ends. It goes on. Ball one inside to Joe Hyung Woo. Joe Hyung Woo 0 for 3 on the day. He has reached twice, though. Popped up to shortstop in his first at bat, reached on an air on the third baseman, and then reached on the 6-5-4-6 fielder's choice. That's his ball, too. So apparently, what they want to do here is hit into a 6-5-4-6 putouts. They've done it twice today, and both times are the only times they've scored. Is that misses, and that's 3-0. So back in the third inning, runner at second base, they hit into a 6-5-4-6 uh, fielder's choice, and then ended up scoring their first run after that. And then last inning, a 6-5-4-6 ground outs or fielder's choice ended up netting them 4 more runs. So if I was a manager or a coach, I would just say hit it to third or hit it to short, get outs, and then we'll score some more runs. Right. The 3-1, and that is in there for a strike on the inside, and it's another full count. Another full count, another full count. And they have been very successful with their full counts. 2 strikeouts. The rest of all resulted in base runners. And he swings at ball 4 and fouls it away. He literally should have gotten his 9-iron instead of his bat because that was right off the plate. Yeah, it looks real. And that is going to be ball 4. And we've got the bases loaded, ladies and gentlemen. The bases are loaded. Bases loaded, nobody outs. Might want to cancel that one, Rohan. Yeah. I don't know. But the thing is in the top of the 7th, LG had the bases loaded with nobody outs, and they scored 0 runs. But you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait for that as we've got ourselves another pitching change once again. They've decided, hey, we need to get somebody in here to strike somebody. This is just really just getting ridiculous. The amount of walks. 7 SSG has 7 walks. Like this is the thing that I find crazy is so SSG has 5 runs. They're winning. Okay. But they've out hit LG. They've also walked 7 times and LG has 5 errors. 5 errors. 7 walks and given up 8 hits. They should have way more than 5 runs. Not anyway. We've got a new pitcher. Or I still don't know who's pitching. All right. June Yuck will make his way in. So Hajun Hyuk outs 2 games, 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He has given up a home run. That would be very fitting to come in and give up another home run. They've got the top of the lineup. Pak Ji Wan steps in. He is at batless today as he walked in his only at bats. It's the KBO bullpen, man. It's way more important to throw fast than to throw strikes. All right, Pak Ji Wan. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a first pitch strike. We have got a first pitch strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt, and it's 1-1. It was too good to last. Too good to last. Jun Hyuk. All right, the 1-1, and that's outside at 2-1. Oh, way more offense in the KBO because the pitching is so bad. The ball is also a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller, I believe, and tighter wound. So that has something to do with it. That's misses, and it's 3-1. Can we get a walk? Can we get a a walk-in. Everybody needs to watch a walk-in run. We've got a 3-1 count here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is ball four. We've got ourselves an RBI walk, bases loaded walk. Oh, everybody loves the KBO, KBO, KBO. Everybody loves the KBO. KBO. All right, that's going to bring up Chase Sang-min. Chase Sang-min rips that one over the right fielder's head. He sticks up the glove and makes the catch. What a catch by the right fielder. As that was over his head, but just at the warning track, he throws the glove up and is able to make the catch. A run scores, but wow, that was almost a bases clearing as the bat flip and everything. That's a home run in a month. Wow, what a play. All right, so let's get this puck on still at first. Jo Hyung Woo. Che Jun-woo, 1 for 1 on the day. He had the big hits last game or last inning. The 2 RBI double looks at strike one. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt, 1-1. Che Jun-woo, 1 for 1 on the day. He walked in his first at bats, and 2 RBI double in his last at bats. He's hit in the last 3 innings. So he walked in the 6th, he doubled in the 7th, and now he's up here again in the 8th. That's way up high, and that's ball 2. 1. Uh, the KBO has the same size bases as the MLB does now. 2-1 is that's chopped foul. Yeah, but a walk wouldn't score a run. Ball to ball action off the foul. The future children probably felt that a little bit. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, 3-2, and another full count, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the amount of full counts that they have had. 12 full counts. They have 2 singles, 2 strikeouts. The rest have all been walks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is ball 4. And we've got ourselves another bases loaded opportunity because 1 wasn't enough. I love the KBO, the KBO. All right, first pitch is in the dirt, but the catcher's able to block it and 1-0. Lee Ju-hyun is working himself in the back behind the plate today. Well, Ha Jae-hoon, baby, he could hit one out. Ha Jae-hoon is 1 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and 2 RBI single. As that's fouled straight back. That would have been your grand slam right there, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not sure which one you are. All right, it's the 1-1. I need some more water. All right, to the 1-1, way up high, and it's 2-1 now. Dreads, right there. Need a massage after this game. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Way upstairs, and it's 3-1. Can we walk another run in, ladies and gentlemen? Can we walk another run in? Yeah. 3-1 pitch. That, ladies and gentlemen, is ball 4. Once again, a run comes in. Sorry, Rohan. All right, so let's clean this up here. We got Pak Ji-won is over at third. Che Jun-ho is second. Ajay Che Jun-ho second. Jae-hoon first. All right, so we have a pinch hitter. He first pitch pops it up. That's going to be an infield fly. I don't know who is hitting. It's not Otegun, but whoever it is, that's an infield fly to the second baseman, and that is 2 away, ladies and gentlemen. And it was not Otegun. I don't know who hit for him there. Shinbum Su. Name that's is finally showing up. Let's see here. Go Myung Jun steps in. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Right. Well, we've got an 0-1 count here. Base is still loaded. 2 outs. Go Myung Jun steps in. He is 1 for 4 on the day, and that's ball 1 way upstairs. Now he's thrown 20 pitches in this inning. Doubled in his first at bats. And Chopper, third base, grabs it, dives at the bag, and that will finally end it. Says the putouts, the 5 taking himself as they bat around. They've almost batted around the last 2 innings, and it's 8-1 SSG as we'll go to the top of the 9th. It's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. The game is almost over for LG fans in attendance. Gotta love a diving play back to the bag just to get an out, just so that you guys. I don't know what that means. 10 walks, 8 hits, 5 errors on the other team, 7 runs in the last 2 innings. The KBO bullpens are in mid-season form, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-season form. What are they doing? What? What is this? What is this? The game's not over. They've suddenly gone to the volleyball league. They've suddenly canceled the game and gone to the volleyball game. The game's not over. Oh, I gotta find. I gotta see if I can find the game. Well, yeah. So I don't know what just happened, but the women's volleyball game is now on. I'm not gonna call the women's volleyball game. So I could call the game based on. Let me see if I can do this. I may be able to watch. All right. Yeah, I don't. I know nothing about any of that stuff. All right, so I'm literally watching on my phone, and yeah. So first pitch looks like it's yeah. Jo Byung Hyun is out on the mound for SSG. I'm literally watching on my phone right now, trying to call the rest of this game. All right, let me. All right, pop fly into this infield. The shortstop is under it, and that's one away. Again, I I don't have a lot of choices here, guys. Sorry, but one away. I don't know how much I can call this way because I'm literally having to hold my phone. All right, first pitch underway and in there for a strike. So SSG's closers on the mound now. Jo Byung Hyun. Jo Byung Hyun. And that one's fouled away, and we've got ourselves an 0-2 count here. I don't know who's up here. Moon Jung Bin. All right, to the 0-2 pitch and pops it up. Center fielder going back in front of the warning at the warning track and two away as he slams into the wall. LG's down to their final outs. Gallic GS Caltex is up 20-12 against IBK Gyop Unhang. That was close. All right. We've got two down here in the top of the ninth, and it's Ubyan Hyuk steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He walked in his last at bat, singled and flew out to right. 375 on this this spring. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. And upstairs, 1-0, 2-0. And a swing and a miss at a pitch would have been ball 3. 2-1. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Pitching or offense. That misses, and it's 3-1 now. I mean, you got Che Jung, who's the home run leader. You got Pak Yong Taek, who's the hit leader. Actually, Song Ah Sup should pass him soon. And the 3-1 pitch, that's inside, and we've got ourselves a walk. 2-out walk, and the game is not over yet. Because everybody loves some late inning walks, late inning walks. Come back, yeah. If they end up coming back, the volleyball better game better turn off and turn this game back on. All right, here we go. Runner on first now for Iju Hyun. Iju Hyun, 2 for 2 on the day with a single, a double, an RBI, and a walk. The check swing did not go around. Like watching volleyball and baseball, like headbanging. That pitch just catches the outside corner, and it's 1-1 now. This is why one of the many reasons I wish I could stream from the actual stadium instead of at my house. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's popped up, but it's gonna get out of play, foul, and it's 1-2 now. LG down to the last strike as they need only 7 runs. I wish I could. I wish I could. Maybe if I get 100,000 subscribers that are in the KBOs, like, hey, we got to get this guy at the game. That's gonna be a liner, and that's gonna drop in front of the left fielder, and they've got runners on first and second now. As the game is definitely not over yet. As Lee Ju Hyung gets his third hit of the day. He's been on base all 4 times. All right, here comes the pitch. Shinmin Jae steps in. He flew out to left in his last at bat with the bases loaded. Looks at strike one. He's 0 for 3 on the day, hoping that he can. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at ball one, and it's 0-2. He has not been very good this year, or this spring, I should say. All right, here comes the 0-2, and that's upstairs. 1-2. Since you guys are fans of the MLB, I believe Randy Johnson's daughter actually plays volleyball professionally in Korea. The 1-2, and that's going to be fouled away. Stays 1-2. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he catches him looking, and that'll end the game, ladies and gentlemen. Strikes him out looking to end the threat. Yeah, she's really good, apparently. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll call this a game as the LG comeback falls short and SSG pours it on late. Really, just an overall absolutely ugly game, honestly. Yeah, I mean, again, it had everything. For the first inning, the pitch com shut down before the first pitcher could get it through his first bat. 3 full counts in the first inning, in the first top half of the inning, 2 in the bottom half. You had a comebacker, hits the pitcher, rolls all the way to the foul line. He's not able to get him out, picks him off, but the first baseman airmails the throw into the outfield. He ends up on third. And they have a runner on third, no outs, and they score, and they can't score because they get struck out 3 times. Then you had bases loaded later. You had bases loaded, nobody out. It's a shallow fly ball, then a liner back at the pitcher, hits the pitcher in the hip, bounces high enough that the third baseman's able to catch it, grabs it, steps on the bag for an inning double play where they had the bases loaded and no outs. You had walks bringing in runs. I mean, you had walks, 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 full counts. I think again there was like SSG had 13 or 14 full counts. They were only out on two of them. They had two strikeouts on full counts. The rest were all singles or walks versus the LG Twins. The LG Twins had eight full counts, uh, but they had a double and two walks in those full counts. So LG 5 errors. Really, I mean, it was just an overall just ugly, disgusting, absolutely gross game to watch. I should have just been watching this volleyball game instead, as that is a beautiful spike into the ground. And yeah, I don't really know anything about volleyball. I've went to one volleyball game before because the stadium in Korea, or the stadium here where I live, is actually right next to the baseball stadium, which is really close to my house. So, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I will be streaming the uh game, the I believe Samsung versus Hanwha. You definitely want to check it out because it will be the first game in the new stadium. It is a preseason game. It is a spring game, so obviously not an official game, but it will be the very first ever game in the new stadium. So I'll be bringing you that game tomorrow night, Samsung versus Hanwha. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. And like always, till next time.